Are you walking on eggshells in your own home, constantly doubting your reality? Welcome to a critical conversation about the hidden dangers lurking in relationships, the insidious world of coercive control. Today we're peeling back the layers of this often invisible abuse, revealing how it shatters mental health and traps victims in a cycle of fear and dependence. From the subtle art of gaslighting that makes you question your sanity, to the outright threats that keep you on edge. There are various forms of coercive control, including controlling, monitoring, belittling, accusing, threatening, installing fear and manipulation. With controlling behaviours, this dictates dress, movements, cutting off social interactions, restricting financial independence, restricting employment and income earning abilities, and putting excessive burdens on one's household roles. It also asserts ownership and control and possession and dominance over their subject. These controlling actions include isolation from social groups, restricting financial freedoms, and dictating what to wear. Forms of monitoring: surveillance of location and communications, including one's social media accounts, their phone and internet usage, making unexpected house calls on visits at their workplace or social spaces, controlling and setting unrealistic standards via monitoring and control. This belittling behaviour includes accusing, falsely accusing, threatening, installing fear, manipulation. They're all common tactics. With belittling, the abuser criticises and degrades the victim and their loved ones, making unfounded accusations such as, "Are you crazy? You're not competent to do that. You haven't got the skills to do that. You will never achieve this. You never achieve anything in life." The abuser incites and often pays third parties to make unfounded allegations to police and the courts to terrorise innocent targets, often setting them up for crimes they've never committed. With accusing activities, the abuser engages in excessive possessiveness and unfounded accusations of disloyalty towards their target. With threatening behaviour, the abuser threatens to harm themselves or others, or the victim's pets. They often have wild mood swings, and they insist on conditional love and support, and often exhibit codependent relationships. These relationships often involve sexual and physical assault. When installing fear, the abuser creates a tense environment like walking on eggshells, demanding permission for all activities of the victim. With manipulation tactics, the abuser often uses love bombing, hypersensitive behaviour, unrealistic expectations. The impacts of coercive control are many and can lead to PTSD and dependency on the abuser. Victims may struggle with trust in relationships post-abuse. Sometimes coercive control can lead to long-term trauma, fear, anxiety. This is particularly the case for women and women with children. Abusers often repeat patterns across relationship with escalating abuse patterns. It's a common tactic for abusers to control their victims through technological means. So how to identify positive relationship health in coercive control cases? It's wise to check for red flags indicating unhealthy aspects like disrespect, intimidation, dependence on the third party, dependence on the abuser, and dishonesty, while also recognising green flags for a healthy relationship, including respect, open communication, acceptance, and non-jealous behaviour. Coercive control is also a form of neurological control in relationships. So neurological control in domestic violence is particularly prevalent through gaslighting or coercive control in relationships that involve manipulating a person's perception, memory, and sense of reality. It is derived through gaslighting. It creates an impact on the brain, which causes neurological effects and results in control mechanisms by the abuser. So with gaslighting, it's a form of psychological manipulation where the abuser sows seeds of doubt in the victim, making them question their memory, perception, or judgment. This can lead to confusion, loss of confidence, and dependence on the abuser for the truth. The impact on the brain of the victim by this chronic stress and trauma from such manipulation tactics can affect the brain's functioning. It can lead to changes in areas responsible for memory, emotional regulation, and decision making. The neurological effects that victims may experience include heightened anxiety, depression, or PTSD, impacting their cognitive functions like concentration, memory, and problem-solving skills. The control mechanism: abusers use this form of control to isolate and disempower their victims, making them more dependent and less likely to leave the abusive situation. Addressing such abuse as coercive control requires awareness, psychological support, and often intervention from the mental health professionals to help victims regain confidence in their perceptions and rebuild their mental health.